Wow, I think Fitz is the only person to reference the 2004 Pistons other than myself. Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Thank you, Evan. That brightened
Well,
my
well,
evening.
I don't tie it
I'm
in.
just going to go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has to
Not
be.
pub more. I mean,
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Fitzmagic in September is like one of the hottest athletes in the world.
So you want to talk about putting a team on your back? Luka is Larry Bird reincarnated. This man might get it done.
And so there's a joke that that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to get traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tom Brady was like, nah, you're going to go with that motherfucker? Like, I'm coming back.
10 seconds.
Yo, I don't know what happened with the introduction video there. Everything kind of went all to hell. But you know what? We're going to have one hell of a time here. Episode 106 getting kicked off the right way. I had feedback and my audio was playing back and it was weird. Anyways, fuck it. Hey, episode 106, we got Fitz, Tim, and Matt, baby. Let's go. Let's have a day. Let's have a week, boys. Tim, you brought out the Pick'ems cup. It's right next to you. It's looking shiny. Make sure it's polished off for me. We're going to be talking about a little NHL, Pick'ems, and I just got a feeling it's going right there on that case for a while. I don't know.
bold assumption there, Coach Teacher.
It is.
I think it's staying here with me and Barry.
Yeah, Barry looks fly today. DeAndre Swift jersey on him. Looks fresh.
Signed, authentic signed jersey.
Chef's
Thanks
kiss.
to Coach Teacher there.
No, just a little small little thank you for all the hard work you do. That's it. Matt won some money, lost some money at the track this weekend, but you had one hell of a time.
Yes, so it was Jubilee weekend where we celebrated the Queen for 4 days. Everyone in the country got absolutely smashed off their faces. Everyone was pissed right up. It was just a good weekend, of, nice weather, seeing some planes fly past and losing money at the races.
What's better than that? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Fitz, you're on summer break. You're living life.
Just living life. Yeah, I was so busy in the semester, and now I'm like, I have all this spare time. What am I gonna do? So, yeah, just be ready. Yeah, just be ready for some takes here.
I'm loving. I'm ready. You hit the group chat up and said, "Hey, Tim, I got a stat that you're gonna love," and yeah, I'm excited for it. But anyways, before we dive in, I'm gonna introduce a new segment. You guys don't know about this. Listeners, watchers, you definitely don't know about this. But each week, I want one of us to bring just a super random sports fact. And we're just going to talk about it. We're just going to chop it up for a little bit. A little icebreaker. Okay? So this week, in his rookie year in 1999, Ron Artest, who made $1 million, worked at Circuit City for 50% discounts and to be the quote-unquote plug of Chicago. He worked one night, used NBA player as his prior experience, and Jerry Krause. So have you seen Last Dance, the owner of Chicago Bulls, as a reference? That's your one random sports fact. You know what? For Ron Artest, aka Meta World Peace, this is right up his alley. I'd love this. I would love to see more athletes do this. What's your all's take?
So he worked there for a whole year?
Yeah, but I think he actually only worked a day. Like he was on the
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I guess I was wondering like what his usage rate was as a rookie and if he was like trying to just kind of have a backup plan or something. No, he's just trolling. Okay, that's classic meta.
I mean, you're getting a 50% discount. You're the plug of Chicago. Classic meta.
It does make me. It made me think of those Menards ads where they would bring in like an NFL player, like they had like Deshaun Jackson and Danny Woodhead and Greg Jennings at one point, and it was like, all right, we're gonna see. Obviously, like Greg Jennings, everyone like figured out. It's like, oh, he was the face of the Packers. But like Danny Woodhead, no one could figure out because he's like 5'7", and yeah, he was like, yeah, no one knows who I am. It's pretty funny.
This is so on brand for Ron Artest. Like we should have seen this and had expected everything that happened. Like this, like nothing Ron Artest did in his career should come to a surprise had this been like more well known, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, of course he's gonna start a fight with Ben Wallace, or of course he's gonna change his name to Meta World Peace. Like this, we should have read the tea leaves better.
Hey, shout out to Tim. We lasted almost 5 minutes without him bringing up Ben Wallace for the 04 Pistons. So pretty damn good. Yeah.
I'll drink that out of my trophy here, boys.
I hate you. All right. So this brings a question. Who do you want to see, like, or who could you see doing this?
Like today, like in today's NBA?
Like in today's NBA, NFL, Premier League, whatever sports across the board. Who could you see doing this?
I could honestly see Jamal Williams now, like looking back at now that he's on the Lions and like really understanding his personality. I definitely could see him just like randomly working at some shop just to get a discount and be the plug for his other teammates. Like that is also on brand for Jamal. I love that guy.
Jamal will have to be like in a comic book store. That's right.
Yes.
See Jamal. Comic book store. He loves his anime. He loves his comic books. It would just work so well.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think NBA because I know LeBron James, he worked at like Papa John's for a day, didn't he? Or like some pizza, maybe it wasn't Papa John's, but it was like some pizza place.
Maybe. And like there's been some like NFL players like Jamar Chase at Skyline Chili, which is a Cincinnati fast food restaurant. Like guys have been known just to dabble in a day, but he was on the payroll for a year.
Uh-huh. And the difference is Ron Artest is a rookie. I feel like no one would know who he is. They just be like, who's this really tall guy? So I'm trying to think like who's like an unknown player, but well known enough that they're kind of a goofball. Which I don't know. Maybe that's like Tim. It's a good answer with Jamal Williams. You know, just dancing before every game. He's just out there on the field, just dancing for like an hour. Yeah, my mind's a blank. I can't think of who my guy would be.
Matt, I feel like you got like a left fielder out here. I'm excited for it.
I can think of like a few grumpy sports people as like border. You know when you go to a different country and you have the border patrol guards and you have to like give them your passport, like, oh, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in our country? I could feel like that could be Aaron Rodgers after a playoff loss, like when he's really down and grumpy, like just like minimal questions, minimal information coming to you, just like absolutely blank face. Yeah,
just put him up there on the border of Canada and just let him.
What about like Justin Tucker, like number one kicker of all time, arguably, and you just put him. Let's say he, I don't know where you put him, Starbucks. Like, you know, and no one would figure out who he is. And I feel like he could even drop subtle hints like, hey, I'm just gonna put a little kick of vanilla in there, and people will be like, okay, I don't get it. Yeah, like even in Baltimore, I feel like he could be in Baltimore and people would still just like not recognize him.
I 100% agree. Like any kicker or like long snapper, any special teamer, I feel like nobody would recognize him. I couldn't really think of a current one, but a recent current player, kind of recent. One of my favorites, Chad Ochocinco. I feel like he would crush it at McDonald's. And the man's cheap enough where he needs that employee's discount. And like, he'd do it 100%. Even though he's a millionaire, be like, I'll take my McGriddle half off. Yeah. All right. So that's a new segment. Each week, one of us is going to bring a random little sports fact in there. And listeners, watchers, you got one, send it to us on Instagram, Twitter, or hit up our individual social medias and we'll hit it up.
I like it. What are we calling the segment?
Oh, I don't know. Tim or Fitz, you got a lot of free time in your hands, so I'm gonna let you be the creative mind.
All right. I've got it written down.
Well, let's start with NFL. It's hot only because it's off season and there's nothing really else to talk about. The Watson watch is back. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it. Deshaun Watson got the 24th and 25th woman to come out against him in the civil lawsuit. So it was at 23 for a couple months. Now it's bumped up to 25 women going against him in civil court. NFL is still yet to discipline him. They're investigating. But remember, he was cleared of all charges in Texas for criminal charges, still facing that civil suit. So, Matt, you all right there?
I'm fine, thank you.
So Deshaun, there's a lot of question marks. How long will the NFL suspend him? Will they suspend him? What are they doing? Baker. So really my take here is, if you're the Browns, what the hell do you do? Because you've already pissed off Baker Mayfield. Now the guy you signed for all this money, this era-wide historical contract, is question mark for the first 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks season. You never know. What do you do if you're the Browns?
I think you just sell your organization. Like,
just punt it.
yeah, like, oh my gosh. I mean, I just can't describe like how idiotic it is for any company, not just as organization, any company to invest basically the jackpot on someone with this hanging over them. It just blows my mind. Like that organization is like that. It hurts my brain to think that there's so much money in a team to make such a dumb decision. So
yeah.
Wow. Cleveland Steamers, you guys just fucking suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Only thing I can think of is that they've made their bed and they've just got to lie in it. There's nowhere else they can go. If he misses 8 games, they're just have to sign an old veteran for like half a season, bring out Fitzpatrick, out.
Come out of retirement.
Bring him out for retirement, wheel him out for 6 games if Watson, gets banned. But they made their bed. They've got to stick with him. The money's too much not to stick with him, surely.
Yeah. I agree. Fitz.
They still have Baker.
They still have Baker. They have yet to trade. It seems like he's going to be a lock for the Seahawks or the Panthers. It's kind of been no man's land. Like, no one knows what's happening with Baker. Is he a top 32 quarterback or not? You don't know. The other 2 quarterbacks on the roster is Jacoby Brissett, NC State legend, and Joshua Dobbs, Tennessee legend, former Steeler, which both those guys, I hate to say it, they're not a starter in the league.
Yeah. No, it's head scratching just why they threw all that money at Deshaun, because I probably would have stuck with Baker. I mean, I'm not high on Baker either, but I feel like Deshaun is not an improvement. I mean, like just with the the allegations going on, I don't know. I'd even argue maybe even play. Like, I don't know how much Deshaun can benefit, even what they're trying to do with, just their ground game, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. I don't know that Deshaun, he's just not worth all that money and the risk. It just doesn't make sense for what they need to do to be successful. Honestly, I think Baker's kind of what they needed. They probably just needed Baker to play better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's tricky.
And you look at, the past 2 seasons for Baker, he had one hell of a year in 2020. 2021, he tears labrum and kind of threw off everything, bad mojo, bad taste in everybody's mouth. But I'm with you guys. Like, to sign Watson under the allegations that he has, it's head scratching. We talked about this when they actually did sign him for the record-breaking contract. And now that it's like 2 more women come out against him, I don't know what has to happen to Cleveland, but like, you're in a stacked AFC North, and you can't afford to have Brissett or Dobbs as your starting quarterback. You just can't. You're not going to win.
And maybe that's what the panic was, is, they hit the panic button because they're seeing, Lamar and Joe Burrow, and they're like, okay, Roethlisberger's gone, but they're drafting Pickett. So, we got to get our guy or we're going to be in over our head. And I do think they hit the panic button. Like, and maybe Deshaun, just with all the other moves going on, maybe that was their best option in a sense. Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate for the Browns. They always get themselves in these weird situations. They haven't had a quarterback for basically 30 years.
Yeah. I feel like Mayfield was going to be the end of the Browns jersey, the thing that had all the last names on it. And so like, all right, Mayfield actually broke the curse there. And now it seems like, nope, we're going to put Mayfield and Watson in there. Oof, rough. All right. Some positive news. Always love it. Always love when guys get paid. And do you hear that noise? Beep, beep, beep. That's the Brinks truck backing up for Aaron Donald, baby. He got paid $95 million for 3 years. This is not an extension. He was already under contract for 3 years. He just gets a $40 million raise, which makes him the highest paid NFL player, not a quarterback. Making $30 million a year. Shout out to that boy, Donald. We talked about last week. Maybe he would retire. Maybe it's a bluff. Totally, we all called it. This is a negotiation bluff. He was bluffing hardcore, and it worked out for him in his favor, and rightfully so. I couldn't think of a better defensive player that deserves to get paid this way.
This is the other side of the coin for the story we just talked about. Like, when Deshaun was playing, he was arguably top 5 quarterback. And he had all these allegations, whatever, and Cleveland gave him the money.
Yep.
Aaron Donald, arguably the best defensive player. And this is how you invest in a player who's already, given you, I mean, just look at the game film. Like, last 2 games, he is in the final plays on defense. Like, he is involved.
Yeah.
He's proven it. This is who you break the bank for. Take notes, Cleveland. This is how you run it. So, I mean, good for him. He got it. I think I was watching Rich Eisen. He said something like the third year is like an option. So, like, if Aaron wants to play that year, it's an additional $30 million. If he doesn't, he can opt out or whatever. So, like, it's the perfect scenario. It's for both worlds. If he can only put in 2 more years and he's like, look, I'm really done. There's no bad blood, but shoot, play 1 more year, you get an extra 30 mil. So I think it's great.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head. I forgot to talk about that third year being an option year. Damn. Yeah.
I do wonder who's expendable now for the Rams. Just that, they gave Matt Stafford the bag. Now you throw in Donald. Like, when is Cooper Kupp going to get paid again? Because, I mean, he's a big name receiver, probably looking to get paid. They put money for Jalen Ramsey. Michael Brockers might be expendable, and he's a solid linebacker. I just think that maybe, like, Rams, I don't know that they're a dynasty. I think this might be like a one-trip pony. I don't know. It does raise a lot of questions for the future.
It does, but the one person who's a free agent that you didn't really mention, Odell.
Yeah, Odell. Yeah,
and they might save $30 million with him for a 2-year, 3-year contract.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, someone's not going to get the bag like they deserve in LA, and they're going to bounce. They're going to leave.
Yeah.
Matt, across the pond.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the salary cap is, and that's good. It's good for the game. You don't get teams that dominate leagues like the Premier League or La Liga or Bundesliga. But yeah, there is no defensive player that's more worthy than the money than Donald. He's a sensational player, isn't he? And if any defensive highlight in any recent years, he's in it. No matter what, he's a top player.
Yeah, like 100%. I think we're seeing the NFL catch up to like the Premier League, baseball, even NBA, where the guys are just getting paid this asinine amount of money, but it's guys who deserve it. And it's like, you want to be the best, you better pay me to be the best I can be. And I think LA is a fine example of that. And who knows, man, maybe we break free agency in the bank and LA keeps everybody. You never know. Maybe they raise the salary cap. But yeah, Matt, you love to see it. Any other NFL talk? Aaron Donald talk? Anything?
It just makes
there-
me. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead. Nope.
Just makes me think of like the formula to building a championship team, and is the cornerstone like pass rusher. You know, where like we love to throw money at quarterbacks, but maybe the best way to do it is get a guy like Stafford, or reach out to Tom Brady, or reach out to somebody who's like, hey, I'm just looking to kind of get to a destination that's going to give me a chance to win a Super Bowl. And it's not like the crazy deal. It's not like the Aaron Rodgers deal where you're just like signing a guy forever. And instead you're acquiring like a key defensive player. Just kind of like, how do you build a championship team? That's where my mind's at. And maybe the Rams are kind of onto something that maybe we're going to see pass rushers, not that they're not getting paid, but maybe we'll see like quarterbacks move around more because teams are like, yeah, we don't need to pay Russell Wilson, X amount of dollars. We need to pay TJ Watt, and we'll just draft a rookie. Like I'm thinking of Pittsburgh now. Like we'll keep TJ Watt, we'll draft a rookie quarterback, and maybe he'll take us there or something. Yeah.
Yeah, the team that came to mind when you were talking is the Raiders. You got Derek Carr at quarterback, who's kind of in that same ballpark as Stafford was. Like he'll win you games. He's consistent. He's not middle of the road. He's top middle of the road. As best I can make that sound. But on the defense side, you got a guy like Max Crosby, who's one of the best defensive ends, edge rushers in the game. Who do you throw the bag at more now? You know, that's a great way to put that, Fitz. Tim, you were jumping in there.
Oh, I was gonna say something dumb like
That's what we're here for.
I saw like a headline about Cam Newton.
Yeah.
What did he say? Something like he still thinks he's a starter, and I was just gonna throw out the feelers, see what you guys thought. You think he's cooked, or you think he can still start?
Yeah, I think his quote was, "I fucked up by signing on a Thursday, playing on a Sunday for Carolina, and it ruined my reputation." It was something along those lines, and that he still thinks he's one of the top 32 quarterbacks in the league.
Honestly, he'd be a great fit in Cleveland and what they're trying to do. Just throw Cam in the mix with those running backs. He's probably he'll play for like 1.3 million.
Yeah,
I'd take that over. Deshaun or Baker. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, because you're not getting Baker. He's already pissed off. He's petty like me, and I love it. Like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
Oh gosh.
No.
What happened?
Oh no, my camera's
screen.
tweaking.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm done defending Cam. I was dying on that hill for a few years, and he stinks. He's just not good anymore. I've been pulling for him. I've been really pulling for him, and truthfully, he's had a couple opportunities, and he just hasn't done anything. And so I can't defend for you anymore, Cam. I can't do
Watch
this.
out. He's hacking your camera right now.
Oh, don't say derogatory things to women.
As it goes black.
Those famous last words.
Yeah. Cam, he's just I think he's good enough to be a starter, but not to win you enough games. Like he's not the solution. He's not the perfect fit for a team. Like Cleveland, yes, he's a great journeyman for them. The Texans, hell, he could go ball out with the Texans and make $1 or $2 million there and put up some numbers, but he's never going to be like, hey, this is our guy. We're going to build a championship around him. I think that window has closed on him, unfortunately, and it came with that lost fumble in the Super Bowl, and he didn't jump on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought Cam would bounce back, though. I thought we'd at least see him in the playoffs again. So I think that's what's weird. It's like I didn't think in 2015 that was it for Cam. I thought he was kind of just arriving. I was excited to see him mature and kind of grow as a leader and still make those MVP type throws, but be more focused on winning instead of like just dabbing on people. Like I kind of saw it. I was like, I think we're going to see some growth. Like this is going to put a little fire under him, and we're going to see a competitive Cam. We're going to see like the best version of Cam, and we never saw it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably more hopeful than Tim. Maybe Cam will be my new Danny Dimes. Maybe I'll get in his corner. I mean, I even saw it in Carolina. I mean, for a guy to come in, what did you say? Signed Thursday,
Played
came in Sunday, and just made the Cardinals look awful. And the Cardinals were just dominating the league at the time. So I don't know. I think it's something that takes time. I don't think he got enough reps or enough time in New England. I think Carolina, I don't know. It was, they kind of just threw him in maybe a little too quickly. I would like to see him get a chance again. I really would.
Oh, I was waiting for Coach Teacher to call me. Maybe a hot take. I'm taking Baker over Cam.
I don't think it's a hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take, but I'll take
For me,
it.
it's just it's a money game. It's like, do I want to pay Baker, or do I want to pay bottom dollar just to give Cam the reins for a little bit as I figure out this quarterback situation, which is just, that I'm in over my head.
I just don't know if either are bottom dollar at this point. I don't know. I mean, if you catch them desperate, like the Panthers caught Cam, but I don't know.
If you're talking efficiency ratings, Mayfield's your better quarterback. But like Fitz said, you're going to have to pay him a little bit more because I think his market value is a little bit higher. He's also, 7 years younger than Cam?
And again, I'm thinking about I'm gonna pay a quarterback to hand the ball to Nick Chubb 30 times a game.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at like if I got rid of Deshaun and Baker and I have all this money, why don't I get like one of the best left guards in football? Or how about I get another kind of someone to help on the defense with Myles Garrett? Like what if I just kind of beef up these things that are already working for us and then just try to get a quarterback who can just manage for us instead of putting the bag on, well, we got Deshaun. If he's here, we're going to be good. And if not, well, we're screwed.
No, I think you're right.
Because it's like more likely than not, you're screwed. Same with like Baker. It's like, all right, we've seen what Baker can do. It's like, why not use this opportunity to just kind of get a little creative and try to find a piece, or
And
even get a young quarterback who's looking for a team.
No, yeah. Find a Wentz. Find a Matt Ryan, who I've been saying, hey, he's melted, but hell, he'll convert on third downs when we need him to when Chubb can't. Or, I don't know, like get a middle tier quarterback and build around him. I like it. Yeah.
I think that's what Jacoby's there for, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly,
he's not a bad quarterback. He started before, and
yeah,
I think he's that kind of. I don't know. I think he just fills that role. So,
I think you're right. If we look at the Colts was a better team than the Browns were. That Colts team is better than what the Browns are this year, like talent wise on defense and run game and stuff. So he was able to hide behind those flaws and just get wins based off that. But he's not going to go win you a game. And so, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Brissett's the guy, but I don't think we're going to see the success that he had in Indy. I don't know. Hell, he could come out here and fucking like lights out, like 100-yard QBR, just like ripping it, baby. Green light on all the defense. Clip in, banana extended. Let's go. All right. It's time for hockey talk. Tim, you get that cup. We've mentioned it before, but it's coming home, baby. I got a good feeling. Let's look at the standings. Tim and myself are tied at 11. Matt, you stayed at 10. You didn't gain a point because you chose Oil Up, baby, instead of the Avalanche after they swept. Jay Gray, that kiss of death is real, man. her hockey picks have just been violently bad.
Ice cold.
Fitz, you picked oil up baby too, so you're stuck at 9.
I
and
took the
Slate's at
gamble.
7. Yeah,
I had to get a point. You know,
you were torn. But this is good. You know, like I talked about, Avalanche swept the Oilers. All of us, well, not all of us, me and Tim called Avalanche with only 2, and they're just too damn good. Tim, you and me talked. There's a fast hockey team and a violent and just a fun team to watch, and they just overpowered Edmonton. I didn't think they'd sweep them, by no means, but man, I feel sorry for Canada because that cup's staying here in the United States. Flip side, Tampa, New York. Matt, you're feeling real good. Only person to pick the Rangers.
Damn right, baby.
2-1. And I thought Tampa would still win New York. I was wrong. New York is a rocking place, and it's going to be a fight tonight for Rangers and Lightning. But moving forward, how do we feel going into this Eastern Finals and then potentially the NHL Finals?
I watched the game Sunday, the third game between the Lightning and the Rangers, and in fairness, the Lightning played the Rangers absolutely off the park.
Yeah.
They dominated, they battered them, and it was just 2 power play goals which the Rangers snuck through, and then the Lightning were a better team all the way through. Just watching it, thinking we have a term in the English football called parking the bus, which is where you literally just try to defend. You get all your men back, and you just try to defend for the whole game. And just as soon as we had that 2-goal lead, it seems what we had. It seems like the game plan was just try to defend, and let alone the Lightning broke us down, goal by goal, and then in the 43rd second, just watching it going, oh yeah, just watching it in slow mo, just thinking, yeah, he's gonna pass it to him, ah, shit, he's just gonna score. Yeah, he scored. Fuck. What a shit day I've had. I had a shit day Sunday. I had a really shit day Sunday, like horrendous day. And when that goal went in, I was like, at least tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Let's get over it.
Yeah. We call that here in the States. Slate said it many times. Prevent defense. Don't prevent shit. And yeah, anytime you're like, hey, we're coasting, we had the lead, it never works out.
No.
Ever. No matter the sport.
I just love how Matt, a lot of we and us. He's all in on the Rangers.
He's all in on the Rangers. He's a hockey guy.
All in.
It's like me in 2012. I just picked Chelsea as my soccer team, Matt, and then they beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League with Drogba.
Yeah,
I don't think I followed them since, but I remember that year. I remember that team.
That was the time an England team beat a German team in Germany on penalties as well. The most unlikely of all victories.
Yeah, that was a great team. Peter Cech, Frank Lampard, Ashley Cole.
Yeah, a lot of great players. John Terry. We're talking about hockey, but good at football here. John Terry was suspended for the game. Like, he didn't play in the game. But because he was the captain of the season, he lifted the trophy. But because he didn't play in this game, he changed into his kit and then lifted the trophy. One of the most bizarre things you've ever seen. Bizarre.
Well, part of it, I had flashbacks because it was like the 10-year anniversary, like I guess a couple weeks ago. They were like 10 years ago. And I was like, I remember this team. And as Matt was talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, I just kind of jumped on. I just kind of just picked a team. I was like, I like their colors. I was just like, let's go for it. And they made a run. So Matt, you picked a good time to pull for the Rangers. My one note was just Vasilevsky looks human. And I think, he's just been the force. And so I want to see him kind of step it up. But again, Lightning got to capitalize on the offensive end. And when they are, with the Rangers defense, they just get the numbers the other way. And Vasilevsky's just scrambling. And I don't know, there were a few dekes that the Rangers had. It's like they got the numbers and they just kind of toy with them. I think they just kind of picked the right shot where they would, the Lightning defense would have to shift to one side, and then Rangers like, oh no, we'll go over here. And they're kind of, no, there's the open man. And they just moved the puck really well. So I don't know if they could take down the Avalanche with that style, but they're a really sound team from what I'm seeing. But again, I want to see Vasilevsky step it up just because I want Lightning Avalanche. I want to see the two heavyweights go at it.
Yeah, it kind of goes to this question of, we talked about Lightning sweeping Florida last week or 2 weeks ago. Maybe they played too much golf. Maybe they're just straight up just chilling, just relaxing. And the Rangers coming off 7 games feeling like, hey, let's just keep this train rolling, baby. And so, like you're right, Igor is outplaying Big Cat between the pipes. And I would have said you're full of shit if you would have told me that a month ago. Like, Tampa Bay has one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Rangers, Igor, he's nice, but he's in his second, third year. Like, he's not going to outplay Big Cat. Get out of here. I was wrong.
Yeah. They just got to steal one in Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's the
all.
key. Is like, I'm just saying, like, it's not a series till you lose at home, but like, that's virtually all they got to do. They just, if they win tonight, they even at steal game 5, win in 6, and don't let it go to 7. You can't let this series go to 7. I don't know if you can
go back
steal.
to Madison.
Yeah.
Rangers have what? Won the last 2 series in 7, bit of form going along.
Yeah. Don't let it go to 7. You gotta win tonight, steal game 5.
It's gonna be tough. Tim, what's your thoughts?
Oh, all right, boys. I'm going to start with the Western Conference Finals. Whoa. The Avalanche, let me just put this out there, and it tells you everything you need to know about the Avalanche. The Avalanche had their PKU out. They had 4 against 5. They got 3 shots on net. That's how aggressive the Avalanche are. They'll have their penalty killing unit out there, and they will still try to score. That is some fun hockey to watch.
It's like night and day what we just talked about, like preventing. They're saying, fuck that.
Yeah.
We're still in the attack mode, baby. We still blowing the water and we're going.
But the crazy thing with the Avalanche is I actually want to talk about 2 defenders in each conference. Makar, the defender for the Avalanche, he's a young gun. He's 22. But gosh, he is. I think we're going to be talking about him and the other guy in a little bit. I think we're going to be talking about them for a few years to come. He has really proven his worth this postseason. He can score the puck, but he's such a good defender especially when those they get the open plays. Edmonton, they were also aggressive, not quite like the Avalanche, but they had several looks, and Makar played it beautifully. And I think, this is really his time to shine. I think he's going to have a really, really big Stanley Cup final series.
Dude, Kel Makar, I had to look him up because I was like, man, that sounds really familiar. He's the guy that, like, he was drafted when he was 17, 18 years old, like still had rosacea, and like mom clearly dressed him for the draft and stuff. Yeah. Dude is out there balling as a 22-year-old. Like, the glow up is real for Kel. Shout out to our boy.
Yeah, he can really. You look at it, like, you look at all these playoff beards and all these Grizzly guys have all these really thick, unruly beards, and then you see Makar and you're like, gosh, that looks like Tim's facial hair out there. I can't really tell. But man, he can play some defense. He's crushing it. The Eastern Conference Finals, I am a firm believer in the Rangers, Matt. I thought they really just struck it hot against the Canes. Igor's playing his ass off. And again, another young defender on the Rangers. Keep an eye out on Keandre Miller. He is a 6'5" defender. He's a first-round pick in 2020. This guy, he reminds me not quite like a Chakra, but like he will lay you out. Very good fundamentals. And it's funny to think, like, we talk about how aggressive the Avalanche are and the Rangers to an extent, but really I think it's going to come down to these defenders, these young defenders. I think they're going to make the series. I'm pulling for the Rangers. I think the Lightning barely squeaked one out. They barely squeaked one out with 46 seconds left or 42 seconds left of the third period. I'm pulling for the Rangers. I would love to see them in the finals. I think the Rangers Avalanche would be such a fun series to watch.
Yeah. And if that happens, it's all tied up 11 apiece between me, Matt, and yourself, Tim. That'd be one hell of a finals. And Fitz is praying for a miracle. He gets everything right. And Jay Gray, it's just LOL, you know. But you said he's how tall? 6'6", 6'5"?
He's 6'5". This guy is a
Dude.
beast.
That's a beast. Like Chara was 6'9".
Yeah.
But I think he was like Chara was scary as fuck. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want to meet that guy on the ice. But he wasn't as broad as Young Cat was. Like, I'm not scrapping with him, dude. F that. I'm getting out the way. Yeah. Hey, I love it. Hockey's heating up. Once again, here's our standings. Myself and Tim at 11, Matt at 10, Slate at 7, Fitz at 9, and Jay Gray at a lonesome 4 there. Always next year, Jay. Always next year. Yeah. That trophy's nice.
Just reminding everyone at home.
Stick to golf, Jay Gray. Stick to golf.
Yeah. What we'll do is we can treat like extended cup. We'll get your name. We'll just have a bottom rim behind it.
Yeah.
Let's keep building it.
I don't
All
know
I
if
need
you
is
guys
just
have
one spot for my name, right? That's it. It's just gonna be staying here.
I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but when someone comes in last over here, it's called the wooden spoon. It's like that's what you've won, a wooden spoon, because obviously it's like wooden spoon are cheap and like anyone can get them. It's a very shit prize. You know what I mean? It's a very shit prize. So we could get a wooden spoon with Jay Gray. You got 4 picks right.
I love it, dude. Her hockey pick, I am so afraid of, like her finals pick, because you know she's gonna wait till we make our picks.
Yeah.
You're like, you guys chose them. Just wait, baby. Kiss of death. Terrified. All right, other playoffs going on, and this one's in the finals. This is a great series. NBA. We got Celtics and Warriors. It's tied 1 apiece. Celtics stole one, game 1 in Golden State and San Francisco. Huge still for them, but then they just got absolutely, to quote Matt here, battered last night or 2 nights ago against the Warriors in game 2. So things are heating up. Game 3, Wednesday night, back at TD Garden in Boston. How are we feeling here, guys?
I mean, Celtics did what they stole one. You know, that was the goal for them. Now they're going into Boston, which should be a tough place to play. You feel like the Warriors are going to steal one of these games. Like the series will even out at 2-2. There's a nightmare scenario for the Warriors that they're down 3-1. You know, that the Celtics do dominate. The only thing is weird is game 1 looked like it was going to be Warriors pretty easily. I think it was like with 8 minutes in the 4th, Warriors are up big. And Celtics just didn't miss. They just didn't miss the rest of the game. And it's kind of deceiving because Steph Curry really played well in the first half. I mean, he looked like, it was like, oh my gosh, Curry's just, he's going to take this. There's
41?
Stop him. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. And he started like, was he like 6 or 7 from 3? I mean, he just couldn't miss.
Yeah.
But, you know, Celtics made great adjustments. Yeah, as a team, they look like they're going to be throwing kind of a wrench in this whole thing. It's like the Warriors are like, I don't know which Celtics team we're going to get. So not surprised they lost game 2. We'll see if they bounce back at home. But yeah, people already think this is an exciting series. So
yeah, loving Jason Tatum kind of channeling his inner Kobe. We saw it in the Eastern Finals and now continuous to the finals. I'm here for it. I love him channeling the inner Mamba there. RIP to a legend.
Yeah, but you're Celtic. You're finding an inner Laker. I don't know. It just seems...
It's weird, but also Magic respected Bird. Bird respected Magic. Just not on the court.
They hated each other.
Yeah, but they respected each other.
Yeah.
Tim, Matt, thoughts?
Honestly, all my energy has been going to the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I've been catching some highlights in the scores the morning after. I think I'm still pulling for Golden State, I guess. I think they'll still win, but Shoot, give me a game 7. Let's do it.
Need more game 7s.
Yeah. Well, Jordan Poole was really the X factor in game 2. He basically came off the bench and I think he's like 5 of 9 from 3, including a 40-footer right at the end of the third quarter. Just like drained it. You're like, what is going on? So yeah, that's interesting. Is Jordan Poole was not someone that we thought was going to be one of the key pieces, but that's what happens in the playoffs and really the finals is people step up. Tim, I wanted to read you this stat that I pulled up.
Yeah, sweet. Please.
NBA Finals history. These are notable teams who won Game 1 on the road and started the series 1-1.
Interesting category.
It's very specific category. So you got the 2013 San Antonio Spurs was the most recent. They ended up losing to the Miami Heat in 7 games. That was the Ray Allen 3 in Game 6. So Spurs really close to winning that finals. I mean, Ray Allen shot away from basically winning that finals. The next recent team was the 2004 Pistons, Tim, and this is what I lifted that up last week. So they stole Game 1 in LA, went on to beat the Lakers in 5. And then the only other team in the 2000s was the 76ers, which this was kind of an anomaly. They stole Game 1 in LA. I think that was the Iverson step over Lou game.
Yep.
And then they proceeded to lose the next 4 games. So they lost. They lost to LA in 5, but they stole Game 1.
That's brutal.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's more, but those are like the 3 notable, like most recent ones.
Yeah.
It's a good list. I really like that list. You called it. I didn't make that correlation. You've been watching more ball than I have this season. But wow. I mean, when you're compared to the 2004 Detroit Pistons, you're a good squad, right?
Pretty good squad.
Yeah.
The thing that they have in common, besides being great squads, they're all homegrown talent. It's not built talent. Nobody traded for any of these cats or anything. These are guys who are raised in this system, and now we're seeing the fruit of the labors and no one signing a mega trade or mega deal or anything. We're seeing homegrown talent in the finals on both sides, Warriors and Celtics.
The other difference is like the Pistons, they were freaking nasty. Like, I don't know how many game records are just on the Celtics. Like, I'm thinking, like, I don't know if Al Horford's like a Ben Wallace,
Hell no.
Like, yeah, but I don't know. They're just interesting. And again, and defensively, it's can they give the Warriors enough problems? I think it was Marcus Smart who kind of locked down Steph in Game 1. It's just like they just have to do enough to disrupt them. And then the Celtics, when they get hot, they're just lethal from 3. They can be, which is just so unexpected. But that'll be kind of what we see unfold is, can they really do it? And if, because right now it's like Game 1, was that a fluke? Like, okay, you guys went 7 for 7 from 3 in the fourth quarter. Okay, that's not, see if you can do it. But if they do it through the whole series and they end up walking away with the Larry Nance trophy, we'll say not Larry Nance. What's the trophy named after?
We should know. We're a sports show. We've been doing this for 2 years. We should know this.
I like the Larry Nance trophy though. Larry O'Brien.
Larry O'Brien, yeah. O'Brien.
Not Larry Nance. Sorry, Phoenix Suns or whoever he played for.
No, I like you said, Horford's no Ben Wallace, and I think that needs to be a 30 for 30. The 2000 Pistons, that they should have won more trophies than what they actually did, because that squad was filthy. I know we give you a lot of shit for bringing them up, Tim, but just a filthy squad.
I could talk to you for hours about that. We were close for a few consecutive years. I'll tell you who got in our damn way. Those damn San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
They
Another
oof,
dynasty.
They snuffed us a few playoffs, and then we all dissolved. So thanks.
You know, I just thought of another segment that we need to run maybe when NBA and NHL are over and we kind of have the dog days of summer before World Cup begins. We need to make a list of the like top 10 greatest teams of all
Ooh,
time.
I like that.
And we need to do our homework and figure out how we're going to do it. But that's something we have not done in 2 years of Pub Sports Talk.
I like it.
Great.
I'm here
That'd be a
for it.
great episode.
Yeah. Let's do it. And there was something else that we're going to do that we haven't got around to yet.
Champions with asterisks.
Yeah, our asterisk episode. Yeah, Dog Days of Summer. It's coming, watchers, listeners. It's coming.
I got the perfect day for it. So only reason I know this is because it's my birthday, June 28. I was born in 93, but 92 was when the Dream Team debuted. So this will be the 30th anniversary of the Dream Team debut. I say that episode because maybe hockey will be done by then.
Oh yeah,
but maybe we'll do the best Dream Teams or we'll
best team,
we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I like it. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be a good one. Asterisk episode coming. Maybe before that, maybe after. We'll find out. But yeah, that's a good one. All right, Matt, it's your time to shine. Not a lot of footy action. Everybody's gearing up for the World Cup here. A lot of friendlies going on, but you got a special squad that put people on notice. If I can talk.
Yeah. So the World Cup, actually, if it was a normal World Cup, it would have started today. But obviously, because it's in Qatar and because it's going to be baking hot in their summer, it's in the winter. But the Welsh team, are in the World Cup. First World Cup in 64 years. You may recognize number 11 in the graphic there, Gareth Bale. Scored, he whipped a free kick into the box. A Ukrainian player tried to get his head on it to get it clear, deflected in the back of the net. Tough break for Ukraine. They're going through a lot of bad things. But they did win Eurovision, but they go through a lot of bad things. But, they absolutely battered Scotland. But Wales beat them. Wales are the last team in the group of England, USA, Iran. So pretty, I'd say Wales could get out of that group. I'd still fancy the States to beat them, to be honest. But Gareth Bale in the Welsh shirt is a very, very dangerous player. But yeah, there's really nothing going on in the world of football. It's a lot of friendlies. England played tonight. They drew 1-1 with Germany.
I'm upset about that. I had the over at 2.5, and I was like, "Yeah, we'll have 2-1. I think somebody will score late." It blew my parlay.
Tough break.
Yeah, kick in the dick.
There was another random bit of news. This is quite a funny bit of news. I'm not sure if anybody knew this, but Shakira is married to the defender of Gerard Piqué. And they've recently split because Gerard Piqué cheated on Shakira.
No.
How do you do this?
With the mum of his teammate.
Oh my Lord.
Mad.
You got Shakira in the bag. Does it get better? If you're a celebrity?
Her hips don't lie.
I was about to say it. Her lips do not lie, and whatever, she'll be there. Trying to think of other Shakiras. She's a she-wolf. But yeah.
It's time for Africa.
It is a time for Africa. Waka waka AA. Exactly. It literally doesn't get better than Shakira. Why are you giving up Shakira? Maybe one of the biggest L's of all time.
Yeah.
It's nearly as bad as Washington Commanders, I'm telling you.
That is true. But then on the flip side, just dudes being dudes, you get to brag about banging somebody's mom, like your bloke's mom.
Yeah,
this is like middle school lunch table smack talk come to real life.
Yeah, so the player is called Gavi, Gavi.
Man, you hate to see it. You really do.
It must be awkward, right? He's quite a young player. He must be 19, 20. So say his mum picks him up after training. Is he picking up him and Gerard Piqué?
I want a Happy Meal, and PK doesn't get shit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly. God,
That's
that must be
hilarious.
horrendous.
Hey, World Cup, they'll start in November, right? We're really
Yep.
excited for it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good. States are bringing it home. We're bringing home the soccer Lombardi Trophy. That's what we're calling it. Okay. All right.
You won't be bringing it back when you call it a Lombardi trophy.
We got to Americanize it. All right.
Yeah, fair.
All right. We're going to talk a little baseball here. I know Devin's not here. He had a work emergency. Pour some out for him. But these standings, they're head scratching for me because when I think of dominant MLB teams, these are not the teams that come to mind. All right. We're going to start with the National League. You have Mets leading the East. The Mets are red hot. Fitz, you've been all on them.
It's my squad.
Yeah. Followed by the Braves, Phillies, who just fired their manager, trying to find some life back into them. They were hot early on, trying to re-spark themselves. And then Marlins, Nationals. Nationals have the worst record in the league right now, not my Reds. Life's good for me. In the Central, we got Brewers. Milwaukee, kind of head-scratching. Like, damn, Milwaukee's coming up to play. They're outplaying the Cardinals. It's only by a couple of games, but who knows? Then you got Pirates, Cubs, and Reds. Hey, someone's got to be the caboose. We'll take the role. We'll fall on the sword. In the West, it's Dodgers, Padres, Giants, D-backs, and Rockies. Dodgers, I think we're not surprised by them being number one. They're just, I mean, they've bought talent. They have talent all around them, and it's finally starting to click. Early on in the season, it wasn't clicking. But looking at National League, anything that really surprises us here?
I mean, I don't know, because you were saying teams that surprise you. I mean, the Braves, they had a cold start, but they've been hot. They've been hot as of late. They've kind of gotten back. I don't know if they'll catch the Mets, but potentially they could. I'm all in on the Mets, though.
Yeah, you had me sold on them.
Brewers, I mean, they were a playoff team last year. I don't know where the Cards were. And then Dodgers, yeah, like that's not a surprise. They're battling the Padres. Are they battling the Padres this week? I can't remember who they're facing.
I think they were recently, I think.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good battle, too. Padres, obviously, they're on the up and up. But I don't know. I don't think that's too surprising.
To me, it's just the Mets and Brewers leading both those divisions. I expect them to be in the run of it, but not leading. And especially with the way Mets are just dominating right now, did not expect that.
Mets have like the most beloved manager in baseball. I'm trying to find Buck Showalter. That guy is awesome. If you don't know who Buck Showalter is, just YouTube him. He does a lot of like rule analysis stuff, like kind of just like the rules of baseball. But he's one of the most beloved managers. I don't know how many times he's won. Like, I don't know what the manager of the year is, but he's won it like a number of times. I had to do a deep dive because I'm all in on the Mets this year. I'm hopping on the bandwagon as I wear my Twins shirt, but we'll get there. I like the Mets a lot. I think they got a great manager, great team chemistry. Yeah, the Masons doing it big.
I love it. Matt, Tim, any thoughts with National League before we jump to American League? No. Yeah. I mean, we don't follow baseball a whole lot, especially with playoffs all around us. I mean, can't expect too much. But American League, we got Yankees leading the East. Once again, it's like the Dodgers. They bought a lot of talent, and you expect them to produce. But number two being the Blue Jays. I mean, they are sticking right there. They're trying to fight for it, and that's a lot of homegrown talent, like we talked about Celtics and Warriors. A lot of homegrown talent. And you got Tampa Bay Rays, Red Sox, and O's. Devin, your team started hot. Baltimore kind of falling off here, but they're scrappy. They're staying in every single game. I love to see it. In the Central, Fitz, you're rocking the shirt, baby. The Twins leading the way. It's a Minnesota team, though, and you know all and well that they might choke that thing away. But Guardians, that's just an awful name at number two. White Sox, Tigers, and Royals finish off the Central. In the West, Tim, your Stros, baby, banging on trash cans. They're getting the win right now. Angels at number two. That's a dangerously hot team. Then the Rangers, Mariners, and Athletics. Anything surprising about this one besides that Twins leading the Central Division?
Well, the good news is the Twins, like when you look at the East, all those teams are beating each other up. Like the Yankees, Blue Jays, Rays, and Sox. I think the Red Sox are actually pretty solid this year too. So those teams all got to beat each other up. The Twins, I like the White Sox personally. I think they've got one of the best pitching groups in the Central, at least. But that was even something with the Yankees. Their pitching's ridiculous. Like every night, they've got like an ace on the mound. And that's the difference of like the Twins, Yankees. Like if the Twins had to play a team like the Yankees in the playoffs, they're just gonna get swept because they have virtually no pitchers to go up against them. So yeah, Yankees right now, I think they would be the top team. Like if you're gonna say Yankees or Mets, I'd probably take Yankees. I know that probably makes people from New York that could be very heated between those two, but no, I think Yankees are for real. They've been the most dominant. Like we're used to them being one of the best teams, and they've always been kind of hit or miss, or will they make the playoffs? Will they be in the play-in game? But this year they look laser focused. They're a big threat already, but they're definitely gonna be a threat come September, October baseball.
For sure. Your boy Matt saying gotta love Minnesota.
Oh, that's great.
So,
Always great to have Matt listening.
Yeah, it is, and you have him sipping the Minnesota Kool-Aid with you, whether he's trolling or not.
No, he lived in Minnesota. He's a big fake Vikings fan, so we go toe to toe.
He's a Fakings fan. I got you.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. One more baseball talk, then we got a pub parlay random question. We'll get out of here. College World Series is heated up. And Tim, if you haven't watched Tennessee baseball, I need you to watch it ASAP. All right. So I'm going to give you the Super Regionals. So we're done with the first round. We're into Super Regionals now. Tennessee, Notre Dame facing off. Texas, ECU facing off. Texas A&M and Louisville and Oklahoma, Virginia Tech facing off on one side of the bracket. All right, this action starts Friday, goes to the weekend. Other side of the bracket, Stanford, UConn, UNC, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Southern Miss, Auburn, and Oregon State. All the number one seeds are still alive in this tournament. Some exciting and great baseball here. Any thoughts for you guys on any of this stuff? I know it's pretty broad.
Great graphic.
Subject. Thank you. I spent a lot of time today. Teacher work days. You got to love it.
I have to watch highlights of the Tennessee balls just to get a vibe of what they're dishing out.
Yo, the vibe is real.
Yeah, all I know is Peyton was at the game. So that's
Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Oh, you love to see it.
Yeah. In Omaha, say it correctly. Jay Gray called me out last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, Peyton, you got to have the Omaha call from the stands there.
You have to. Dang, and I forgot to upload the video. But anyways, we'll start with Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State hits a home run, and he does the Jack Sparrow run crossing third base. Just add a little flavor to it. All right. I love to see it. Tennessee, they're in a tight game against Georgia Tech. Hits an RBI, walk-off RBI. Flicks off maybe the ball, maybe Georgia Tech's outfield as he's rounding first. This is the energy college baseball needs. I love it. I will post it on Instagram on the Pub Sports Talk page. I'm sorry I don't have it here on YouTube. We'll get a clip going, but I am here for this energy. What's your all's thoughts on it?
Need more of it. Need more. This is what baseball needs. If they can't do Savannah Bananas, they need this. All right.
Matt Fitz.
I love the energy of just giving people the finger, walking past. It's hilarious. That's hilarious. Or just swearing at them as they go past. That must be hilarious. Just absolute shithousery. Telling people where to go. That's quite funny.
Telling people where to go. I love it.
I don't know. I feel like I'm having flashbacks to that Louisville pitcher the one year yelling "F-U" to the batter, and there was like this whole like heated thing. College World Series always gets. I don't know if they. I hope those kids aren't roided up, but they get really heated. Like they get. I'm not here for it. If I'll be honest, I'm gonna spoil the party.
Whoa.
They gotta tone it down, man. You can't be flicking off home run balls. You got kids in the stands. Come on.
Who cares about that?
They're trying to clean this game up.
Kids are going to learn about swearing at some point in their life.
Let them fly.
That's true.
Let them
That's
fly.
true.
Let him fly. Well, all right. How about the Jack Sparrow run? How'd you feel about that?
I like that. No, that's creative. How about like a little gritty? Could you do like a gritty to the plate? That'd be good.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm all here for that. It's like anything to make like again, MLB would probably find problems with that, but I'm all here for that.
Hell yeah, they would.
That's a little Savannah Banana-esque, a little dancing to home plate. I'm all there for that.
Maybe we gotta get our guy Kyle and like, hey, this is the guy you're gonna recruit from Oklahoma State.
There you go. Yeah, that's a great idea.
But like, I don't know. Like, I see what you're saying. Like, there's kids in the stands, and it's College World Series, and you called him Barry Bonds here. Said maybe they're roided up, but like I don't know. Like, I like the passion of just being like, fuck you, we're winning this thing.
Yeah, I think it kind of stains it a little bit. Like, again, I'm here for bat flips. I'm here for like, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of having fun with the game. Like we can agree that baseball needs that. Like, it's missing that.
Right.
But then when you step over that line and you flick off of a ball going, it's like, oh, it's dirty. Oh, we need to clean this up. And it's like, okay, don't clean all of it up. Like, these things are good. These things are going to be helpful. Don't let kind of like one bad egg. And again, I'm saying that, a lot of people don't even have a problem with it. It's like, oh, this dude just, that was so cool what you did. I'm just thinking more of like, for the sake of the game, it's like, we need to like kind of put in the light, like what is making this more fun. And then also be like, all right, dude, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for all of us. It's kind of like the end zone dances in football. It's like, don't let like one bad egg make us go, okay, no more touchdown dances. And we're like, what? Why? Like, that was like the best part of the game,
So
but
we got to find like a medium ground here.
Yeah, you kind of do have to. You do have to set the line.
I get that, and I uploaded the video here, so I'm gonna show you guys.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute it just because it comes from social media, and so there's no telling what it says. All right, so this is Tennessee's after a walk off here, flicking off.
Oh
I know
my
it's hard to
gosh.
see.
I love it.
Georgia
Oh,
Tech
I
guy
love
misses the catch.
Oh my gosh.
It's just the
Oh
Just
man.
call them a bunch of C words as well as you go past, so just to make it even better. Just
That's
I
such a
love
European
it.
thing to do.
Oh my
Love it.
gosh.
love it so much. Or
Right.
just maybe if you can't swear, maybe just do so. Jose Mourinho was a manager of Chelsea. They beat Liverpool once, and at Liverpool, and he just did that for the entire crowd.
The
Just
shush.
shush. Just give him a shush. Just give him a shush. Oh,
The
no,
Jack
right.
Sparrow run. That's
The
good.
Jack Sparrow run from
Yeah,
Oklahoma
that's pretty
State.
solid.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, Tim, you talked about it. We got to bring juice into baseball. I think these young guys are on the right way, but Fitzy, I think you got a point. There's a fine line. You got to find the way to balance and dance with it. And maybe Tennessee's pushing the envelope, but they're the bad boys of baseball, and
Oh,
I'm
man.
all for it. I like a bad boy reputation.
Yeah, I think the solution to this is someone shut up Tennessee. Like, if they're going to do this, put them in their place. Like, I'm for it. They're basically the gall to basically just flick off the off fielder or whoever. Do something about it.
That's such a Pistons answer. That is
No.
such like a Detroit
That is not.
mentality.
Baseball needs anything they can get. And the first time someone flicks off the outfield and gets a little pissed, you can't just be like, whoa, 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 we're crossing lines. There's kids in the stands. Like, there's kids in stands in any athletic event, hockey,
Yeah,
football.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. At that point, you just got to look at your kid and be like, look, that guy's not nice. He's not a nice player.
Hey, I tell you what, listeners and watchers, Tim is about that life too. Intramural football got a little real for Tim every once in a while, and yeah. So that's all I'm gonna
Cost
say.
us the ring.
It costs us the chip. All right. Before we head off to baseball, Matt Hansen did want you to know that Fitz likes the White Sox. He's all in on the Mets, but he's wearing a twin shirt. What the fuck is going on?
Good point. That's a
Good
good point.
point.
I just said
Sissy.
I just said the Sox had the best pitching rotation in the Central. I think that that's the one thing the Sox have going for them.
Matt put you in the scope and just
Yep.
headshot you.
I am all in on the Mets, though. I'm not gonna lie on that.
I like it. All right, pub parlay, and we got a random question. We'll get out of here. Good episode so far. Great episode, actually. All right, let's see if I get the right audio. Hey, let's go. We're hitting the parlay, baby.
Oh
It's
man,
a good scene. Get the Menzel, baby. All right. So, what day are we going to start with, and what are we hitting with?
That's a great question.
All good questions. Yeah.
I don't know what type of footy action we're looking at this weekend. I don't know if there's any
Well,
international
no.
still going on.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm gonna have to hit on Formula One.
F1.
Mm.
I'm wondering if I should do it or if I shouldn't do it. Should I do it or should I not do it?
Listen to your heart.
Oh, all right.
That's all I got. For you. So, what do you got?
All right. I'm just gonna do it.
Put it on me.
I'm taking the Rangers over the Lightning Saturday. The Rangers are going to seal the deal and end Tampa's career of the season.
Man, I don't like that because that
I
ties
don't
us all
like it.
up. Man.
Okay, then we can do something else.
well, it's
No,
in Tampa
no.
too. That's what I don't like.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
thinking they're gonna win in Tampa?
Yo, Rangers. I had a lot of doubt in the Kane series. They're putting it to them, and
All right,
the
Tim.
Lightning barely squeaked it out. Man, they barely won.
All right,
All right.
I believe in Tim.
Let's go.
Positive vibes. I hate it, but I like it. It's actually a good pick.
You're so full of shit. All right.
No, it is a good pick. Like I'm all with Tim on this.
go. I hate y'all. All right. Fitz, Matt, what you got?
Can I do Sunday? It's Formula One, so it should be right.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Give me Charles Leclerc for Ferrari to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Dude, you love him winning.
Well, I hate Max Verstappen, so I can't pick him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, Jay Gray's in on him too.
Shea Gray is on them.
I'll ride with my boys here. I'll take the Mets over the Angels on Saturday. I don't know if Otani's pitching, but
And you know what? He hasn't been as dominating on the mound, so I think
Yeah.
either way you're safe.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if he's starting, they'll probably give better odds because they usually, not that they actually think he's going to win. I just think more people bet on Otani. So
They ride
I'll
him
take
pretty
the-
hard.
yeah, I'll take the Mets.
No pause, no cap. Germany. Give me Germany to win an international friendly Saturday. I think I don't know. I feel like they just tied England. They might be a little pissed off. Maybe they're happy about it. Who knows? It is just friendly action.
Yeah,
But, go ahead.
that's all fine. That's all well and good. To be fair, I don't even know who they're playing, but it's just like,
They're
It's
playing
national-
Hungary.
yeah. Oh, it's Nations League. Yeah, they should be him. They should be right. But they put a strongish team out.
So I feel pretty good about that. This parlay, we need it to hit because our bank
Oh.
account
This is gonna be a banger.
is rushed. So yeah, we're hitting it, baby. We're doing it. Listeners, watchers, hop on the parlay with us, and we'll make some good money for you. Our random question, Matt, you have it for us. You didn't put it in the group chat, so no one was able to prep for this.
No, I do apologize. I was watching cricket.
The most British answer ever. Let's go.
It's just happens. So it's festival season. Well, it is over here. If you could name 3 acts to headline your festival, dead or alive, the group is split up, or you can bring them back together. Give me your 3 acts and give me an
It's
order
like-
as well. Give me your warm up, give me your middle, and then give me who's your act that's gonna absolutely kill it.
So like our
Careful.
band, this is our Woodstock, this is our festival, our
Yeah.
lineup here.
Yeah,
Oh
this-
man, that's
yeah.
good. I like it. And while we think of our answer, Matt, the wife needs to know what's your take on the Queen's Jubilee. So while you give that us,
I will do.
we're thinking here.
It was a lovely weekend. The weather was good. It's just 70 years of the Queen on the throne. You know, it's a great thing to happen. It's quite sad because it's the last hurrah for her because she's getting quite frail. But yeah, it was just a great day to be British. You know, it was fun. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I love it. You guys are doing great. I see most of Europe going to the 4-day week. They're trying that thing out. Matt, I don't know if that affects you, but I hope it does.
I
That
hope
sounds
it
awesome.
does. I hope it does.
Sounds amazing. I'd love a 4-day week. All right, you know what? We're starting this thing off with Jimi Hendrix for me. Star
Ooh.
Spangled Banner. He's just hitting bangers right off the gate. Okay. Then we're going to transition to, we're going to tag team this. We got J. Cole, Kendrick, Tupac. Some of the best lyricists in hip hop having the mid show. Okay. And then we're going to ride out with some Hootie and the Blowfish. Call me wild. Call me crazy. But that's the vibe we need to end the night. That's what I'm going to go with. With a little Journey, maybe. A little surprises appearance with Journey. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah.
So I went disco with mine.
Ooh.
I've been on a big disco kick, and I was also trying to think of like a thread, like who could kind of lead into the other. Start with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I think they kind of got some mellow songs, but they've also got some upbeat ones. So you kind of go between the two, but then you transition to the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees bring the house down.
We're
You
staying
probably
alive,
hit-
baby.
You
Staying
probably
alive.
think you hit the apex on Bee Gees, and then they kind of tone it down, and then maybe end with a solid one, and then Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson just takes it to a whole other level, end on a really big high.
Didn't think about Michael. Everybody loves Michael.
Everybody loves Michael, and again, he's got the disco that you'd start with, and then transition into like his later stuff.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Those are good. Those are good lists. I think I got one to top you. We're going to start with Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, I just knew it was coming.
I'm already out. I'm already not buying tickets.
He is, wow, he really paved the way for comedy.
God.
Everybody loves Weird Al. I think
Weird
that
Al.
would be fire.
That
I
would be
fucking
fire.
hate Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Tim. I know
Wow.
it's your childhood idol, but I cannot stand him.
you're no longer my kangaroo. Sorry.
You can't take that back.
Oh, man.
I'm getting out of your pouch. All right. We're gonna, a little midtown action here. We're gonna go Jim Croce for my number 2. We're gonna start getting into your feels a little bit.
Who
And
is
then-
Jim Croce?
Oh my God,
Who's
Evan,
that guy?
Evan,
Leroy
that's your
Brown
homework.
is a bad man.
Evan, your homework for me. I want you to just listen to some of his songs. I have this vibe that you would fucking love him.
Oh, is this I was picturing his name wrong. It's like Croce. That's how you spell his last
Yeah.
name?
Yeah,
I know this guy.
Tim.
I thought it was
Tim
Jim Croce. I didn't know it was Jim
No.
Croce.
yeah.
We-
It's
Didn't realize that.
oh, go
in
ahead.
college, Tim would just be playing Minecraft for hours, jamming out to some jams. And like not a care in the world. Like, hey, dude, we're going to the bar. It's like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
I've got to
man,
get my
I gotta-
diamond pickaxe.
Yeah,
Shit,
exactly.
yeah. Dude, that bookshelf secret treasure room took me forever to mine. Anyway, and then to round things up, we got John Williams, the John Williams.
Oh.
He's gonna score Jurassic Park, Star Wars. He's doing it all.
Yeah,
And
no
that's
jokes.
when it really Indiana, it's going to hit you right in the feels, and you're going to be like, man, this is what life is for. And that's going to be it.
Tim, yours would fucking kill like at Comic Con.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would kill.
God.
Weird Al and John Williams. What a lineup.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Man, it'd be beautiful.
And then Jim Croce in the middle. Operator. And just like bringing Tim,
Yeah.
what's your favorite I say Jim Croce. What's your favorite song he does?
My favorite Jim Croce song is New York Is Not My Home. It really just, if you're ever in like a vibe or a mood, you listen to New York's Not My Home and you're just like, man, I wish this guy was still alive making music, because he could make some really good music. Man, it gives me goosebumps just talking about it. He's so good. So good. I'm going to listen to him the rest of the night now. Thanks, guys.
We're sorry, Carol. We're sorry.
She loves him. I got her on him too, so we're good.
All right. I don't apologize for anything.
Right. Mine, I'm starting off. Well, I love like rock and indie music, so I'm going to start off with. They released a new album recently. Absolutely loving it. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ooh. Okay.
You know, just Red Hot Chili Peppers, just their songs just ebb and flow. They've all got different waves. Every single, like Danny California and, Hey-O are just like so kind of different. I absolutely love them. Secondly, I'm going to bring back Oasis and bring them back together just to see those two hate each other for one night, because that'd be quite funny.
Play Wonderwall.
Yeah, just everyone shouting "Play Wonderwall" for about 2 hours. That would absolutely piss them off. It'd be so funny, absolutely hilarious. And then last one, I am resuscitating Freddie Mercury, and I'm putting Queen back together. And I think that will be just ultimate, just like Brian May shredding on the guitar, and Freddie Mercury just finishing with Bohemian Rhapsody. That would be sensational.
Here for that lineup.
Yeah.
I was ready for the Killers. I was ready for Mr. Brightside to follow.
I feel like you're the Killers.
You could go into any club in the UK, and if Mr. Brightside comes on, everybody loses their fucking mind. I don't know what it is, but we just love that song over it.
I love it.
Killers, they've got some great hits too.
Oh,
I love
I'm
Killers.
throwing caution. I bring the house down.
That was Fitz's like #1 running song for a while, right?
No, Shot at the Night.
Oh,
by
Shot
the
at the Night.
Killers. That
My
one.
apologies.
Yeah, that's a going out jam now. That's like the pregame playlist.
We're going crazy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm.
All right. Watchers, listeners, thank you so much for all that you do. Continue to support us, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go to our Instagram link, hit up some Smack Apparel, get some shirts for you, family, friends, all that good stuff. They got every sport covered. Hit them up. And Tim's rocking the Earth Fed Muscle. I took my supplements today, my collagen and protein. Go give them a like, subscribe to them, and tell them the pub sent you. Maybe we get something out this deal. Who knows? But we'll catch you guys next week. Have a beautiful week.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time. See ya.
in a bit, go well.
Hey, excellent job. Excellent job. And I hit the wrong thing. Here it is.
Nice work, boys. Wow, I think Fitz is the only person to reference the 2004 Pistons. Other than
This
myself.
Belgian
Wow.
trivia. I was about to say, hold on.
See that?
Thank you, Evan. That
Well,
brought
money.
well, I don't tie it.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has
Not
to be.
pub more. I mean, 10 seconds.
Has to be.
Has to
That was
be.
a journey.
Fitzmagic in September is like one of the hottest.
Best Bee
athletes
Gees
in the
song,
world.
Fanny Be Tender.
So you want to talk about putting a team on your
That
back?
Fanny be tender, yo.
Luka is Larry Bird
I
reincarnated.
fucks with that Fanny.
This man might get it done.
Yeah.
And so there's a joke
Yeah, they were playing Bee Gees in the
that Jimmy
grocery store
Garoppolo was
yesterday. I
going
was
to
like
get traded
dancing
to
in the
Tampa
aisle.
Bay Buccaneers.
Hell yeah.
And Tom Brady was like, "Nah, you're gonna go with that motherfucker. Like, I'm coming back."
10 seconds.
1 second.
I think we might get T. Henny and Kato back on soon.
Wait.
T. Henny with the Vikings. I think it might be
Oh
good.
man,